Hello guys, my name is Davide. If you don't know me, I am a 3D visualizer, of course. I've been working for a design and build company for many years. This is why I create a lot of office and commercial space. Nowadays we are living a very difficult moment. A lot of people it's at home, try to understand what's going on, try to make sense of everything. It's really difficult to get used to this routine. So despite everything, I think maybe it could be a good idea to share with you some knowledge in order to focus on something and make the day by day living a little bit easier. So what I thought is create this 3D scene in order to create a self-made HDRI based on office space, to then test all the material and all the stuff, all the furniture, thanks to this HDRI. As you may know, the HDRI is an image with a wide range of information inside. You are able to store all the light information, like in this case the artificial lights coming from the ceiling, or the natural lights coming from the exterior, from the sun, from outside. Let's see what I've done. So first things first, I create this very simple scene. 3D scene is an office with a big room, is a square rectangular big room, and then on the side we have this small meeting room, boardrooms, whatever. A classic tile ceiling with square lights, carpet on the floor, and a series of big windows with the London panorama outside. I got a sun coming through the windows, and then some artificial lights, as I said, on the ceiling. So usually when you create this kind of environment, you want to create an HDRI, a 360 map. Many of you already know how to do it, but for who don't know how to do it, you have to create a camera. In this case, I create my 360 camera. It's this one. Has to be a free camera, so without no target, perfectly aligned to the floor. By default, your camera is set. If you go under the projection and VR, you will find that the camera is set on perspective. In this case, you have to choose vertical 360. Once you set your scene, you set your light and material, and then you start your interactive rendering. I forgot to tell you most important things. When you set the ratio of your frame, your image frames, it is, remember to set the width as to be double of the height. So in this case 8000 by 4000. Okay, so when you start your interactive rendering, this is what you get. Okay, many of you will recognize this typical panoramic image. It's not really usable, it's not really watchable in this way. You can only use this kind of image inside a goggles or some device that allows you to rotate your space and then see every corner of your space. In this case, but this image is perfect to map my environment and to lead my geometry and my scene with this map. As I say, this map is an HDRI. I will save this image as an HDRI, so I will store inside my image all the information about the artificial lights and all the lights coming from outside, the natural light. Of course, I will keep all the small lights, all the reflection. Everything will operate in order to lead my geometry, my furniture, whatever I want to lead. So as I say, when this image is really clean and then there is no any noise, you can save it. You can already save it an image, all the image, but you can save it as an HDRI, of course. So you set HDRI and then HDRI, and then you set up and you choose use standard RGB channel is good. Right, once you save it, you got this kind of image. and then as you can see, it's an image that you can operate, and you can change the exposure. And since it's an HDRI, everything's all the information as inside the image has a very wide range, so I can even under exposure we still keep, you see the sun, very believable. And the same things for the shadows. If I overexpose, you see the darkest area are still visible. So everything is operated like you are actually sitting inside your geometry, your 3D space, and you're changing the exposure. And yes, and this is the first part of the tutorial. See you in a bit. So guys, this is the second part of the tutorial. Let's see how to use this HDRI we just created. First things, in a new scene we have to open our HDRI. In order to do this, let's use a corona bitmap map, and then let's select our HDRI. Always use 32-bit per pixel where possible. Just be sure that is set on spherical environment mode, and let's drop this image in the scene environment, single map instance, under the render setup windows. So this is really whole, and then you can see how it immediately is mapped inside our environment in 3D Studio Max. And then everything you are going to create now with benefit of this HDRI in terms of light, so you can easily import your model and then test the material. For example, let's see, let's open this one. So here we go, my Max just crashed. Remember, don't forget to stop your interactive rendering when you import or merge stuff, because it's always crashing. It's typical. So here we go. I just imported this desk or console or whatever, so you can operate modifying essentially the material. And then, for example, let's see what we have here. So this texture is not really good. Let's change it. So yes, you can see how you can definitely benefit of this environment to check your material and everything, and then you are sure that this everything will match perfectly in your scene once you have done and you save your material, your stuff. And of course you can use this HDRI in many situations, because it's a standard office light, so won't be very different compared with the other situations. So you can use this HDRI as a testing map for any kind of material you are going to create, or any kind of modeling model you are working on. So yeah, this is it. this is really all. And don't forget, I create an entire scene with all the materials. So let me stop this one, let me hide something. The whole, yes, once you will get this scene, you will find there is all this material already set for you. Yeah, this is the material I created for you. So some fabrics, some floor, and some metals. I hope this quick tutorial will be helpful for you. And if you have any comments, or if you want to ask me anything, please let me comments, and hopefully see you soon. Bye bye guys, thanks.